better seasons and
season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 53 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing it.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple plays combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, Charles, you think about this offense, and it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easiest stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
Able to front. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Swift. Broken tackle. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Hurts. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shot of playoff football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head, number 1 versus number 1. I've talked about that running back's renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Dave, you are fired up. Something's got to give. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 6-0 our score after one. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, trailing now at 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about it getting it done? Proud of it.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be #1.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing a point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. His throw incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing is Hurts. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Play action. Here's Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quill Watkins, 28 yards. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown! Philadelphia! Chris Watkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elliott good with a PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Taken right around the 44. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 19 yards away. And the Eagles are able to widen their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Bears now ready to take over again. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Right.
Fields on 1st down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through, dropping for an 8-yard loss. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here comes the Bears punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play that time on the catch and run. 41 yards. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Hurts to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all over.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, but as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that, but even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament, and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Fields. Checking this down to Stevenson. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw is Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And
this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 17 yards out. And the Eagles have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Here we go, son.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Fields now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
Yeah, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I'll bet halftime is really interesting. If I took the paint